Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call and the doors will be closing soon. Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hello to my Disney family. It's Hump Day Wednesday, and that means one thing. We're sitting down with Disney creators. They're up and coming. They're established and hot. They're new to the scene. It could be one of the three, but it's always quality talent here on Wednesday night, and we're excited to get things started. Let's get it going. I got to get that Hump Day logo. I got to find somebody to get that for me. Where is Dad Builds when I need him? He can find it for me. Let's talk a little bit real quick about how we start each show. The Live Place and Dreamers Empire, we thank them. They've got over 100 plus family-friendly channels on their system. They are your viewing pleasure for all things here on the internet. TheLivePlace.com and Dreamers Empire, we're so grateful to them. We thank them for everything that they do. I always say hello and thank you to my partner channels. Partner channels are a great thing to have. I got three good ones. Myers and the Mouse, Dole Whip Dad, and Diz Our Dream. There's Dad Builds. He's here. I need that soundbite for the camel on Hump Day. Find that for me, buddy. Dad Builds. He's my executive chief when it comes to all my media. I love that guy. So my partner channels, great people. Really appreciative. I do some fun stuff with them every week. We cover the NFL coast to coast. It's the NFL watch party right here on Thursday nights and Monday nights. Thursday night football, it's Dollar Dad and myself with Kelly Myers and the Mouse. It's our mainstream game. That's our pro football. So speaking of football, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, we will be live all day on my channel. I got people coming in live from the parks to hang out with us and talk a little bit. It's going to be a fun day, and we're really, really excited about that. This Friday night, I'm going to be live around 9:30. I will have an update on my health. I got video from the recently taken, which is really cool, that I'm going to share with everybody. We've got video of the holidays here at our house with all the decorations. Friday night, 9:30, we'll be live hanging out with you. Come on over and talk with us. I want to take a moment and thank our veterans. I got this from Mouse Talk. Walt's good man. But honoring the sacrifices many have made for our country in the name of freedom and democracy is the very foundation of Veterans Day. I couldn't have said that better had I written that myself. And happy Veterans Day to everyone who has served. And as you all may know, it's not just the servicemen who serve, it is also the family. Real quick, we're excited. We have our first big sponsor out there. You guys gotta love a sponsor when you get them. It's After Ego Beer with their spokesman Zippity Doodad. The beer from when you realize you can't say anything right on YouTube. That's After Ego Beer and Zippity Doodad. Zip, who are you looking for tonight?
He gets nothing.
What? No, I get nothing, Jeff. Nothing. You can't. Jeff, you cannot interrupt Zip. Please don't interrupt Zip anymore, Jeff. Zip, what are you looking for?
Pickle Latrusky loves Disney.
Pickle Latrusky loves Disney. Right, I got you, buddy. We're looking for that. Hey, look, if you're looking for great creators like the ones I'm going to interview tonight, come on over to Facebook where we've got the Disney Chaos Clubhouse, 1.2K members and growing every day. There's so many great creators in there. It's the site where you can find all the Disney love you want. It's on Facebook. It's the Disney Chaos Clubhouse. Just request to come on in. I'll bring you in. We'd love to have you over there. Again, we can found on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to locate us and keep up with everything going on, we welcome you to do so. Every show, before we get going with our guest, I thank my members. They are the ones located or highlighted in green, or they have that special coin badge next to their name. I'm so grateful to them. We have 4 different levels to our clubhouse. What's exciting is the higher 3 levels all receive the custom-made Disney coin. To quote Viapre Project, this is Disney quality. We send that out to all of our members. They help support the channel. My son really appreciates it. I can tell you he gets excited every time they come in. And I do a real quick, before we start with our guest, a thank you every show to say, hey, these are our members. Take a look at their names up there, and you can see them. We thank you so much for supporting the channel, for helping us to do all the things that we do. Hey, Mike Wheeler's got a new logo. How about that for Mike Wheeler? So many Muppets in there from past recipients. I'm excited to see all of the Muppets here tonight. Let's see. Yes, Casey Bryant's right. We're going to learn about a new creator. Casey, you need to send me that logo, buddy. That's a pretty cool logo. I want that in here on the show. So, again, thank you. There's Triple D. He's a new top-level member. Really appreciate you, Triple D. Again, so many friends here that support the channel. I ask you to check them out if they have channels, or thank them when you see them in the chat tonight. We couldn't do this without the support. Dad builds with his new logo. He's my media guy. He does a lot for me. Without the support of the members that help us here tonight. Jersey Mike got me sprinkles. Everybody, please make sure you let Diz Our Dream know that Jersey Mike got me sprinkles when he shows up here tonight. And finally, my last newest member is Happy's Haunt, Pass Holder Pair, Josh Goes to Disney. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. And Aliens Wear Green Hats. So we appreciate that. So if you guys are ready, I'm excited. I want to get rocking and rolling because we got a good one here tonight for you to enjoy. So let me do a quick hello to the chat just so I can acknowledge everybody for being here real quick, and then we are going to start. While we're starting, there's our guest up there on the screen. We want to rack up their subscribers tonight based on quality content. If you're enjoying what you watch here tonight, I ask you to go over and check them out and subscribe to them based on the content of what you're seeing here. Jonathan Chong, first man in-house. Appreciate you, my friend. There's one of my partners, Loving Diz World, helping me on the holiday thing. Sean Rogers, he's a class act. Cricket Fox, she's my offensive coordinator for our football show. Dre Houston, I've known her a long time. Mike Emery, a good close friend and my boss. You got to do well when your boss is in-house. Not my boss on YouTube, just my boss in life, general for my work. Happy's Haunt, great to see you. I love seeing you. Happy, you got to send me that logo so I can use it. I still need that. I don't think I have that in yet, so make sure you send that over to me. Jonathan Chong again, I said, the freak, Carlos, he just had an incredible stream a couple hours ago with all of our friends from Europe. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it out. He's Disney World Freak, and he is really doing well with his interviews. I'm very proud of Carlos doing what he does. Sanjay Palmer, in-house, good to see you. My close friend Eric Lee, there again, my dad builds. He's my tech guy. I guess he would be my Baba Booey instead of Preston. Eric Lee's in-house. Dave Houston, Packers are doing me well. They help me out. Mickey Scowers, great to see you again today. Been seeing you all over. The amazing Samantha Lowe. I think she owns Instagram. You got to ask her if you want to go on there. She's amazing. We love her. I owe Corey 10 cents for saying amazing twice. Mara in Memphis, we love you. Great to see you here, my dear. I think I've gotten all the way down. Gary B's in house. Disabled Disventures. I love that name. Thank you for being here tonight. Again, Casey Bryant, our good friend. We appreciate you being here. Mike Wheeler, there he is with his new logo. I absolutely love that logo. It's up on the screen, Mike, in case you missed it if you came in late. We already put it up there, buddy. So I think we got everybody. So let's get rocking and rolling and talk about our guest here tonight because I am excited to chat with him. And a reminder, programming note, after we interview our guest tonight, we will talk about some things going on in the community, and we will also highlight some success stories. Looking forward to that. So, starting this magical adventure, my guest tonight provide you with a guide to writing your own Disney story. They are interview creators, and they look to inspire us, share knowledge, and deliver well-told stories with the goal of bringing magic into your everyday life. And trust me, if you've heard their podcast, they do that. They're incredibly successful podcasters that have started down the road that many have struggled to achieve, to cross over into the YouTube community with success. And they are doing that for people that are finding them. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about them tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show for the first time here with us. I'm excited. Brendan and Katherine, welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Thank you so much for having us. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, for sure.
What an intro. We haven't done all that stuff.
we try to have a little bit of fun here. And you know what? If you're going to do it, I've learned with my company that I work for, you do it once and you do it right. So just so everybody knows, just to scare the heck out of Brandon, we're going to have a Funko giveaway tonight. Everyone on the shelf will be given away. No, so, he's about to kill the feed right there. We'll do that. So we'll talk more about that. So let me just highlight a couple things before we get as we get going here. First, let's highlight you. Share with the community here a little bit about you guys. Tell them about you, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, I am Katherine, and I'm the first half of Detour to Neverland. So we are podcasters who just moved down to the Orlando area because we wanted to be closer to Disney. And, we've been doing this for about 2 years now, and we have a lot of fun with it.
Awesome.
Yep. So I'm Brendan, of course, the other half of Detour to Neverland. Yeah, Katherine pretty much summed it up. We have a podcast. We just launched our YouTube, and we just have a lot of fun doing it.
Well, I'm excited to talk to everybody about you guys tonight because they're going to find out what I know, which is how special you are. Real quick, before we get going, I always have to acknowledge it. It's the fast pass to get on a ride, which I would die to do right now. Brandon's probably going to tell me next that he's going to ride Rise of the Resistance when we get done. That'll be my luck. But we have an upgrade in membership, and I always say,
welcome to the clubhouse.
Thank you, Casey Bryant, upgrading to Chaos Club 33. I appreciate you, buddy. There's Dad Got Parks in house, too. I want to acknowledge him real quick. Dad Got Parks is the one who created all these great badges that we have, which are the coin representation, the orange, the green. You guys see them there, the red. Thank Dad Got Parks for doing that. Him and Magical News Live have been helping me with badges and emojis. They're two great people. We appreciate it. So let's talk about your guys' social media here. Very strong. Instagram, 3,700 plus followers with 512 posts. Twitter, 342 followers. YouTube, as you said, just kicked off. We had 45 before we got started. We'll see how we end up tonight. Hopefully some of our friends will come over and check you out tonight. But you do have 300. You do have 3 or 4 different segments on your channel, which we're going to talk about later in your sections. TikTok. TikTok, good Lord. 199,000 followers. I think that's more people that voted in Maryland. That's incredible. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, phone lines are open tonight. Phone lines are open for anybody who would like to talk. And make sure you put your questions into the chat tonight. I will work to get to them. Mar, thank you for doing those members-only emoji. You're right. It's a touchdown tonight. It is a score when you get great creators like this. 199,000. That's crazy. 257 likes on your Detour to Neverland podcast page and 110 followers on your Facebook. You guys are crushing it. So far with your podcasting on the internet. So we're excited about that. You started out doing podcasting. So let's talk about all your podcasting, where you can be found, what your topics are on there, just a little bit about your podcasting show.
Yeah, absolutely. So we can be found on every single platform, I think, known to man. I've tried to always keep up to date. They add new ones every week, but I think we're on every single one of them. If you search for just Detour to Neverland. And the kind of the premise and the backbone of all of our shows have been interviews. And so we interview people in the community and people who have this deep connection to Disney, and just trying to share that knowledge or share their stories of how they have deepened that connection. We've now expanded into some different areas as well that we're really excited about. So we do a storytelling series now where we take a look at each week at a different Disney attraction, and we try to just learn what is the story that the attraction is trying to tell us. Sometimes it's really easy when you get, something like Pirates or Haunted Mansion. Sometimes it's really difficult to pull out the story when you look at something like Alien Swirling Saucers. But the whole goal behind those is to enhance the next time that you ride that attraction, so that you get a deeper understanding or a deeper connection, and it pulls out a different emotion that you weren't necessarily expecting to get out of it. Yeah. And then we do that. And then we're also now doing a One Little Spark series, which, Catherine, you can talk about that one.
Awesome. Yeah, so our thought process behind the One Little Spark series is that since we've moved down to Florida this summer, we use the parks in different ways to try to gain, inspiration, or to try to find an escape, or to, seek out these different emotions that you can feel from the park. So we kind of take different emotions. We started with joy because that's the easiest. Mm-hmm. And we kind of focus on those different emotions and where we can find that, not only in the park, but also like at home or on the go if you're in the car and you're commuting to work or whatever it might be, just so that you can bring some magic into your everyday life, pretty much.
So I am getting notations that YouTube may be down, so we're going to keep recording. So we'll keep going, which is good because the podcast will be up. I'm getting notifications from people out in the community saying all of YouTube is down. I'm still seeing it on my end, so I'm not sure what they're talking about, but hey, we'll see what happens. So Dad Bill says it's on your email now. Thank you, buddy. Hey, everyone. I sent you on a mission by Pete. Sorry if I missed you. Yes, he was sent on a mission. We appreciate you being here. I love the fact that you guys talk in detail about, the different spirits of magic and what you're talking about. You do spend a lot of time articulating very much on it, and I appreciate that. You really give enough information for both your person who's a novice and also somebody who myself who's been there and done a couple things. I've listened to some of your podcasts, and then I'll be like, wow, okay, I didn't see that, or I didn't think of that. So I really appreciate the time and energy you guys put into that. I really do. I wanted to say it to you. Cricket is saying she's in Australia and this is working fine. Drace, everybody's saying it's working here. So whatever Avery is drinking in his world, I'm not sure. It's not working, but we'll figure it out. So it's always interesting. So yes, on your channel playlist, which I did throw up here before. Again, here is their channel, everybody. They are Detour to Neverland. Okay, they do a great job. Again, they're podcasters who are doing the impossible. They're crossing over, and I'm telling you, they're going to be successful right here on YouTube. And they're going to be an active player in the community. You're going to see a lot more of them as we go further. But they have their playlist in there, and you can see the quality of the thumbnails that are up there. They do a good job of putting that into it. How did you guys start with the idea of coming up with the One Little Spark and the storytelling series?
I think it's just something where we had kind of always talked about the next evolution of our Disney fandom was kind of to just take a deeper look. And part of that is history and getting a deeper appreciation for park history that we previously were not, very up to date with. But just the other part of it is that we kind of recognize is that other people are using the parks the same way we are to manage emotions and to, the parks center around really monumental moments in all of our lives. And so we just wanted to think of different ways that we could share that and share the ways that we experience the parks and Disney movies and things at home, just trying to share it a different way. And for us, it's just been finding things that we find interesting to talk about. Seems like other people have found it interesting to talk about as well, which is always nice to hear. But, for us, I think it's just really fun for us to sit down twice a week, have those conversations with each other, because now our visits to the parks are better than ever. We don't even have to get on an attraction. We just take in the details, take in the emotions that we're feeling, and that's all we need.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's pretty much what I was going to say. We just kind of follow what we enjoy, and, we just sat down I don't know, one night and just decided, we love interviews. We're always going to do interviews because that brings us a lot of joy. And we like meeting new people and hearing their stories. But like, what else do we love about Disney, and how else can we just kind of expand on that? So that's really just how it came to be.
Okay, interesting. So before I get to my next topic, Magical News Live, who is a trusted resource for me, and again, I thanked Nick earlier for helping us out with some of the emojis and stuff that he's doing for me. Nick says there is a large YouTube outing, but it's certain channels, certain things. So right now we're going good because I can see it on my screen. A lot of people are able to see it on the computer. So we'll see. We'll just keep working through it. The good thing is, chat, we can keep going and having fun. Throw your questions out for our guests tonight. My phone line is open. It's working fine if anybody wants to call in and ask a question of our guests. You guys are together, but tell me how your love for YouTube, your love for Disney started that drove you to the podcasting and now YouTube and everything else.
I mean, I'd say for both of us, it started at a young age. We were lucky enough to get to come as kids. And then we actually came together for the first time when Brendan graduated from high school. So we're high school sweethearts.
2010, right?
2011.
Well, we came 1 year prior to that, just you and I. Remember we drove down, went to all of our parks, and drove back the next day.
Yeah. Okay. So we came down for the first time together. And from there, we were just like, wow, like we love it here. We have a lot of fun. And we just kept coming back. And then it got to the point where we convinced his parents to buy us season tickets for Christmas last year. And we were coming, just as often as we could.
Very nice. Dre Houston says she just subscribed to you. So did Happy's Haunt. They are both new subscribers to Detour to Neverland, which is on that. Mike Wheeler, he's my statistician when it comes to my Disney Channel stuff. He'll be updating me throughout the night, I'm sure. Casey Bryant says if most of YouTube is out, think of millions and millions that have you as recommended watch now. You're the only thing on. Well, let's hope. Let's get millions of millions in here with Detour to Neverland. I would love that. Share us out. Let people know we're live. If they can't get anybody else, they can always find me. That's how my wife found me. So let's be honest, it all works. It all works one way or another. So I love the fact that you guys are high school sweethearts and found it together. Your interaction between you two, for anybody that listens to them, you can hear not only their love for Disney and what they're doing, but their passion toward each other as they podcast, and that the interaction between you two is fantastic, and I encourage that. So how did you come up with your podcast name, which is now obviously your YouTube name? I was actually excited to have your logo before it got unveiled, and I did right by Brandon. I did not promote it until he gave me the go ahead. But tell me how you came up. I love the logo, but talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, so we actually had the name Detour to Neverland before we had any content behind it.
Okay.
And funny enough, it was just one of a shower thought, and kind of the story behind Detour is that I graduated undergrad. I went to grad school. I kind of had this corporate career mapped out for myself for exactly what I was going to do, and tried it for 3 years, and I just couldn't catch a break. It just wasn't exactly what I imagined of what it would be. And so I found myself that I kept coming back to Disney, and I kept trying to think, what's a side hustle or a side project that I can pour myself into that's Disney related? And so I just kept thinking, like, I don't want to go down the straight and narrow path. I want to take a detour. And then it became Detour to Neverland. And it just kind of stuck from there. So we bought the domain name. And then years later, well, maybe not years later, but a while later, we knew that we were going to do a podcast. And we knew that had to be the name for it.
Well, I appreciate that. Let's see here real quick. I'm trying to keep up with the chat because of the problems with YouTube tonight. So I appreciate your indulgence on that with me. Fantastic Chronicles, we thank you for being here. Andy Oprisco, everybody, thank those guys for being here. They can't get on right now. Where their area is struggling to connect to YouTube, yet they're still in the chat. So we thank you. Mike Wheeler updating 52 subscribers already. He's throwing your link into the chat. We appreciate you. Who else did I see jumped in besides Elena in from Hawaii. Aloha. Good to see you, Elena. Thank you for coming. Karen Cook, she's a member and a moderator. She's here. I see chat and a buffering screen. Yeah, YouTube is having trouble, guys, tonight. So, Kayla Make an Adventure, welcome in. Mike, keep posting those links in there for everybody so that they can go over and check out who we're talking about tonight. I know we'll have a lot of people come back and watching a little bit later. So tell me for a minute, so you came up with Detour to Neverland, which I love. I think it's a great thing. I love the logo. What made you decide to go with that type of logo? Because it's very cool and very well thought out.
Well, it took us a while. So we just came up with that logo, kind of like you said. Our sister-in-law so graciously made us our first logo.
And our second logo.
And, we just knew it was time to upgrade.
Right.
So we have a really talented friend, Kelly, from Karma and Kismet, who helped us design it. And
what's her channel? What's her channel again?
She has a store, so it's called Karma and Kismet. With the
Karma and Kismet, ladies and gentlemen. It's an Etsy store?
It is, and she has a graphic design business too.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, you know what? Highlight her tonight as a thank you to you guys for being here. We appreciate that. We always try to help others out that are helping Disney creators. 100% about that. So she came up with that. I love it. I think it's great, with the full tie there, so that's fantastic. Talk to us about, and thank you, Mike, for keep putting their link into the chat for everybody. I appreciate it. Fantastic Chronicle says, I got an ad. At least they're getting their revenue. Yes, YouTube will always get their revenue. Trust me about that. They won't miss out on that. You might not be able to see a show, but you will get 25 ads. We appreciate that. Talk to me about some of the inspiration that you all had for going into podcasting, obviously now, which is also leading you to YouTube and other social media formats.
So I haven't shied away from it at all. I almost did a carbon copy of the podcast EO Fire by John Lee Dumas.
Okay.
And it stands for entrepreneurship, Entrepreneurs on Fire. And he had this format that he would get to know these entrepreneurs and how they were progressing their business and sharing their stories. And I said, look, it was a daily podcast. I listened to it every single day. Nice. I said, let's just move this over to Disney. Let's see if we can just adapt these questions and adapt this style. And it seemed to fit. We've expanded on the interview a little bit, and we try to focus on different things, as each interview comes up. But that was the main inspiration behind it. But I also consumed numbers and numbers of Disney podcasts before we got started. So I kind of grabbed a little bit from each place, and then we put our own spin on it and put it together.
So who were the Disney people that influenced you, out of curiosity?
So, of course, we listened to WDW radio. I imagine everybody's listening. We listened to the Diz a little bit. I also listened to a podcast, Two Men and the Mouse, which they're not as... they're still active, but they don't put out as many episodes as they used to.
Okay.
I used to listen to them a lot. And then our friend Matt over at Imagineer Podcast is one of the best Disney podcasts out there, I think. So we listen to him pretty religiously as well.
Imagineer Podcast. Okay, so I'll have to check out the last two because I hadn't heard of them, but I will. I love it when I get recommended. The Diz does a great job. They're very consistent with their output and their content, very professional. And Lou Mangello was one of the people that I started following when I first started getting into the whole Disney thing of that whole thing. And we are finalizing the details right now. Lou Mangello is going to be a guest on this show. Awesome. I'm very excited about that. He's been corresponding with me back and forth. I sent him the dates. I'm just waiting for him to come back to me. And I'm excited about that. So that should be good. So, you can't beat it. When you're talking about podcasters, Detour to Neverland, WDW Radio, got them all. It works for me. And D-Lo, you can't forget D-Lo's Diz, God forbid. And Disney Assembled, I think Troy can drive to my house. So I'm going to make sure I talk about them. All the podcasters, they're the ones I found. And why am I interviewing them? Because I follow them. I like them. I think it's great. So Teresa Martin's in here. She said, I think it's YouTube. I can't watch any channels. So, yeah, there's a YouTube challenge tonight. And we are sorry about that, guys. For those of you that are here, that can hear, we thank you for doing it. For those of you that are in the chat, we appreciate it. Please keep updating the chat on what's going on. Let them know we're interviewing a great podcaster that has come over to YouTube. Keep putting their link in here so that people can find it. Ask them to go over and take a look at these guys. Disney Connections in-house. I love their logo. That's pretty cool. Glad to see you guys here tonight with us. So I always ask everybody because I'm always interested. Let's talk about some of the things that you guys collect. Obviously, I know Funkos. That's a given. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys, as you're going around, you might grab some pins, you might grab popcorn buckets, I don't know, the shirts that are the bomb these days that everybody wants, the spirit jerseys. What type of stuff kind of floats your boat? Hold on, let me see. This might be a call. If not, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. Hold on one second. Myers and the Mouse, you're on with Detour to Neverland. Go ahead.
Well, hello.
Hello.
How's Detour to Neverland doing today?
They're doing phenomenal. YouTube's struggling, but they're an incredible podcaster, Kelly.
Well, that is a true statement.
Absolutely. That's a true statement.
Outstanding.
I
do not have a question at this time.
You just wanted to call in and say that they were outstanding?
I missed you, Pete. I just wanted to call and say hello.
Okay. Well, I will call you after the show.
I would appreciate that because I was calling you from the message you sent me earlier today.
Yeah,
so.
I thought you might want to call me on that one.
All right, brother.
All right.
You guys have a great cast tonight.
All right. Hey, down with the Chiefs.
Hey, easy.
Oh, Kelly's got to go. We always try. That's my partner. Myers and the Mouse calling in to say that you guys are fantastic. That's awesome. He's calling in from work, which means he's listening ninja style at work and trying not to get in trouble. So I appreciate Kelly calling in. Andy Aprisco, well, at least I can see everyone in the chat, and I'm glad to see familiar names. Don't forget to watch. Mike, throw this link back in there and tell all the people in the chat that are checking it out, hey, please go over and check out their channel. They're incredible people. And come back. Ask everybody to please come back and hit the replay later tonight and be able to check out this interview. Thank you, Mike, for working on that. Tim Ruppel said, I was talking with LSU mom, so just trying to stay on top of that there. So, things that you guys collect before, Kelly rudely interrupted us. Go ahead.
So Brendan has a monopoly on the Funko Pops. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. I know you can't see it all. So that doesn't leave a lot of other room for collections. But we do like ornaments. So right now we already put up our Christmas tree. We're those kind of people. November 1st, we couldn't wait. And we have a Disney tree. So everything that we own for Christmas is Disney. I guess really any holiday. It's all Disney.
Yeah.
So that would be the only other thing I can think of.
The only other thing I would say we do have, and on the wall that you can't see over there, we have attractions posters. So I like to collect those, and we change them out based on the year. We haven't put up our Jingle Cruise attraction poster yet.
Oh, cool.
So we need to do that to get into the holiday season. But that would be the only other kind of art-related thing that we do.
Nice. I love it. Well, and Catherine, I'll say this. I'm excited to hear that you all are on Disney's schedule like us. Halloween night, while we were here, our decorations started coming down. And when people came by, the kids came by in the morning from daycare, they saw Halloween or Christmas decorations up everywhere, December 1, and we do the same, so it's good. Disney Connection said, subscribe to Neverland, looks great, excited to watch. That's awesome. Appreciate you guys supporting our guests. So we talked about holidays there. That's a nice transition to my next question, which is Halloween, Christmas. I always like to ask my guests, where do you stand? One better than the other? Have you been to the parties? All that kind of stuff. I'd love to know that. Surf Bomb, welcome in. Great to see you.
We have been to the parties. We've been to Very Merry Christmas Party and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We also went to Mickey's Halloween Party in Disneyland the last year that they had it before they transitioned to Oogie Boogie's Bash. I think if I had to pick one, it's tough to not do recency bias and say Christmas. I think I used to be Halloween, but now I think I'm going to say Christmas more so.
Okay.
I know. I was actually going to say the same thing. So we are obsessed with the Not So Scary Halloween Party. There's just so much to do. We love the shows. We like the food. Trick-or-treating. You can't beat that. But right now, I think we've just been really impressed with what Disney's been able to pull off for Christmas. It just seems like right now, at least, they're offering a lot more than they did for Halloween, which just makes us really excited since it's our first Christmas here anyway.
Right.
So we might be teetering towards Christmas.
That's interesting. Yeah. So they've already been posting it in the chat. Mouse Talk, welcome in. Great to see you here, buddy. They've already posted in the chat. They know me. My clan knows me. I am all about Hallowishmas because I love the Halloween parties down there because I think the actual parade is one of the best that Disney does with all of the Halloween motif and the villains. But I'm a huge lover of Christmas and everything they do with Christmas. Have either of you, I know you're just down there now, have either of you been to the parks on Christmas Day or New Year's Day, out of curiosity?
Yes. So the last couple years we've been to Animal Kingdom and Epcot on Christmas Day. The reason for that is that Catherine's sister lived down here before.
Nice.
So we would come down here to visit her for Christmas. And as a cast member, you cannot get into Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios on Christmas. So we've been.
We go wherever she can go, pretty much.
Okay, that's cool. I like it. Well, and one of the things you guys brought up a minute ago was talking about Disneyland. I know you've been there, but you have also been somewhere special for Disney, and you're my first guest to talk about it. So talk with us about where Elena is going to be very happy to hear you're about to discuss. Go ahead.
So we did go to Aulani in October of 2018. I think it is a trip that every single Disney fan needs to make at least once. We loved the island of Oahu. We also went to the Big Island to go to the Volcanoes National Park. But I think you could even just go to the Honolulu airport, taxi over to Aulani, spend a week there and never leave. Maybe walk across the street to go to that really nice coffee shop.
Yeah.
But that's really about it. And you can have an extraordinarily peaceful, but also just enough Disney to really hit it home. It's fantastic.
Well, and I would encourage any of our listeners who are picking us up either here on YouTube or on Magic of the Mouse Radio, which we are also broadcast on. If you're finding out about this and you have questions about Hawaii, send a direct message via social media to our guest here tonight. I'm sure they'd be glad to give you some pointers on Hawaii, and you never know, Disney may throw you a free trip for helping out. I can throw that out, right? Faith, Hope, and Disney. Barbara, she's in house. Hi everyone. Can't watch on my phone. I'm sorry, Barbara, but we're glad you're here with us, hanging out and fighting the challenges for YouTube. I think Disney World Freak, when he went live earlier, I think he broke YouTube is what happened. Let's talk about some member questions. I got some great member questions. First, let's give Casey Bryant's got a couple of them that are pretty good. He says, Detour to Neverland, have you been to the Candlelight Processional? And if so, who is your favorite guest narrator?
Okay, so we have been to the Candlelight Processional once.
Okay.
And it was awesome.
I feel bad. I can describe who she is. I can't remember her name. I can look it up. Is it like C.B. Brown or something? She's on one of the crime shows. I want to say Law and Order, but that's probably not correct.
It was awesome.
It
we
was
loved every
fantastic.
second of it. We like the music, obviously. It's fun to be in Epcot. That same night, we went to all the different shows, like the mini shows that they were doing, and they convinced us to go dance. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah,
And we ate at the Nine Dragons before, a traditional
Very nice.
Christmas meal.
dinner, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. When we've been down there Christmas time for all that, for us it's Tapanito for us on that, which I absolutely love. So Fantasia 2007. Thank you for being in here tonight. Movie Mania Nick says no stream. Yes, it's challenged. Everybody that can hear, Mike, keep putting notations if you don't mind into that chat so everybody knows what's going on, and ask them to please come back and check out the replay later so they can actually see our great guests. For those that can't hear and can only see the chat, it's a YouTube thing. It's not a Pete thing for once. I blame, if I had to blame somebody, I blame Dizar Dream Jeff. Because I heard him earlier. If you guys heard him, you would know.
Oh my God. I just spilled my water down the front of me. Son of a gun. I'm a mess. I'm definitely a mess. I'm going to start crying.
He breaks things all the time, and it's just what he does. So that's interesting. Matt Williams has a great question. If Disney decided to build a theme park to celebrate YouTuber podcasting, and they asked you to build a ride based on Detour to Neverland, what type of ride would it be?
Oh man.
I know.
What a question.
What a good question. My first instinct says it has to be something awesome. So it needs to be like a Rise of the Resistance type ride. Although I don't know if we're that exciting. So I don't know if we could keep up with that. It has to be Peter Pan themed, I feel like. So it has to
That's odd. I wouldn't have expected that.
Has to be Peter Pan. You like Hook. So maybe we could do like a spin-off of something with just Captain Hook, and that kind of variation of it.
A Hook roller coaster.
He is now my favorite character. Just so you know.
He's great.
He's my favorite character just because of the challenges that I have, because that's what I have now is a Hook. So I can go to Disney and actually be Captain Hook, and I don't have to dress up that hard. It's kind of great. But I love watching him and Shmi interact. It's one of my favorite things. So that would be a pretty cool ride, though. I think tied in with that, Detour to Neverland, I like it. You know, have your podcast playing instead of music as they're going. Pretty cool. Drew in the moment hanging out with us. He's going to be a guest coming up here in the near future on our channel in early 2021. We're excited. We are booked out all the way through August of next year with quality talent. It's kind of like the Ellen show. I just don't give away cars. So it's good. Life Joyfully Done. Welcome in. That's another great name I haven't seen before. If it's your first time here, welcome and thank you for joining us. Casey Bryan also had another question, which I thought was pretty good, which he asks every week. It's his standard member question. Walt Disney is known for his quotes. Which Walt Disney quote would you say is one of your favorites and why?
So we both wrote them down because
Yeah,
we don't want to butcher
prepared.
these. We've done that before.
Okay.
But mine is get a good idea and stay with it, dog it, and work at it until it's done right.
Wow, I can almost hear him saying that. That's pretty cool. Okay.
And then
Go ahead, Catherine.
mine is that all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them.
Nice. And I think that's one of the ones, that may be the one I use at the end of my show when I close out. That is those are two great ones. And they've obviously inspired you guys because you took the time to make sure you had them there. It's pretty cool. So, and I just got a book on Walt Disney quotes, so I'm going to be putting a bunch out there and sharing them with everybody as we go through. But those are very cool. I see we got a little fun here, so we got to add that to the show as we go through. Every time we get a super chat, we call them fast passes. That's what my producer, the absent producer Preston, calls them. He says, video doesn't work, but maybe the super chat will. Well, thank you, Love and Diz World. Craig is my partner in the big holiday that we have up, the holiday event that we have coming up here, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Timothy Rainwater's in-house. Thank you for being here. So we appreciate you. Make It Blue says, Pete, you guys rock. I'm sorry to the guests and Pete for this happening on live. Not that it should happen. Well, you know what? The great thing is replays are available, and a lot of people are coming back in. And we've had 13 or 14 people here, even with the challenges, that have heard this great interview with this fantastic couple. Let me just highlight again before we get back to the questions and get ready to sum up. Here is their channel for everybody that can see. It's Detour to Neverland. Mikey, throw that link up there for me, brother, real quick, if you don't mind. You or one of the other mods. Again, Detour to Neverland. Give me an update on their subscribers, too. I'd really appreciate that. They can be found not only here on YouTube. They're just crossing this path. They are incredibly successful podcasters. They can be found on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher. Any one of them, you can find Detour to Neverland. I guarantee if you go over there and check them out, you will not be disappointed. Again, very strong on Instagram, 3,700 followers. Another one that I hope to be big like them someday. I'm still trying to get there. 3,700. It's fantastic. 199,000 people on Twitch. Here's what I'll tell you. Detour to Neverland, 199,000 people cannot be wrong. Okay? Go over and check these guys out. It's absolutely fantastic. And we really appreciate you guys taking the time to come over here. As we finish up here with everything that you have going, again, I remind everybody to check out. You got 54 subscribers now. That's a great thing. Picked up something nice. Keep it coming over, and hopefully that'll be more as more people find you out. Again, we ask you to check them out based on the content of the interview here tonight, or checking out their channel and hear them go when they sit down to go. It's just awesome. And I think you'll do the same thing, which I did. And that is, I subscribed a long time ago before I ever reached out to Brendan Katherine, which is good. So, again, check out their playlist, Storytelling Series, and the One Little Spark series. And they are Orlandonians. I don't know. Is that what you guys are called? If it is, it's starting tonight. That's what I'm calling everybody Orlandonians. They are locals. Yes, they are Disney creators. They create Disney content on their podcast form and translate it over to this form on YouTube. So that is how they are Disney creators. Life Joyfully Done. I hope that answers your question and helps you out. And thank you for being here tonight. I love your logo. That's pretty awesome. It's working now, Elena says. Dad Build says 56. I just subscribed. So they're picking up now. Hey, Timothy Rainwaters can see us. All right, now we got to just start all over. No, I'm just kidding. I ask everybody to go back and rewind because we are coming up on the quarter hour here. So as we talk about, tell me about where you vision your path going. Obviously, you got your podcasting lined out. Where do you vision your YouTube path going for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think moving down here just opens up a lot of doors for video content creation that we can do. I think a natural fit is going to be with our storytelling series. We can do a lot more things in the parks and point out these details that we're discussing every week and have that visual to back it up along with it. And I think more than anything, we're just excited that YouTube has such a different search functionality than podcasting, where things can live a lot longer. And, you can search for things and find things a lot easier than it seems on podcasting. But podcasting is always going to be the backbone of everything, but it's been fun to incorporate that video aspect of it as well. You get to see our really funny facial expressions at each other as we're talking.
They are good.
Our nudges at each other, like, hey, you're supposed to be talking right now. All kinds of fun stuff. So it's just something we're excited to add on to what we're offering.
Awesome. Well, I do love that. Let's see. Pass holder Trav came in. Great to see you. Thank you for fighting through it tonight. I saw our good friends Brandy and Dave are here. Dad Bills, get me a Brandy and Dave clip. I want one of those for my show. We appreciate that. T. Marie's Place. She's going to be a guest of mine coming up the night before Thanksgiving. And I just talked to her this afternoon. I can't wait to interview her. She just subscribed to Detour Neverland. I love the name. That's great. She loves your name. That's what's awesome about this. More people finding out about quality Disney creators. I really appreciate it. Just checking out any other questions that you have. We're coming up towards the end of our hour here, and I want to make sure that anybody in the chat didn't miss any questions. I don't see any other ones jumping in here real quick. As we finish up here, I can always throw them back up here real quick. I thank you guys for coming over tonight, and I'll throw it over to you guys for a final thought of the evening, and if any other questions come in, we'll jump back over to them real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, we've had a lot of fun tonight. And even though YouTube hasn't quite worked out the way we want it to, we're super thankful for anyone who stuck around. We're thankful for everyone who's asked us some questions. And we're just excited to be able to connect with more people and spread the word about our new venture. It's never easy, like you said, to kind of jump over into something new. So it's been a learning experience and it's been fun. So,
yeah, I mean, I would echo all of those things, and we just have a lot of fun creating our podcast, and anybody who's looking for that deeper connection or to take more control on writing their own Disney story, whether they want to start being a Disney creator or if they just want to get a deeper appreciation for all that Disney provides for us, that's kind of the role that we want to serve. So we'd love to connect with like-minded people. Love to have those conversations, and we're really thankful for you having us on, Pete.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. Car key's here. I found my missing car key, so I can get this train rolling. Maybe that's what was wrong with YouTube. I didn't have my car key. I mentioned Brandy and Dave. Brandy has an incredible Etsy shop she's doing a lot with. Make sure you guys go over and check that out. Mike Wheeler says you're up to 58 subscribers to your channel yet tonight. I'm glad people are finding you based on the content hanging in. I appreciate that. And there was somebody else I saw that I loved their logo, and they said, hey, I'm fighting through this. Tim Rempel, love your logo, and I appreciate you fighting through this tonight. Again, I thank you guys for being here and your professionalism on everything as we go through. I'm sure we'll have a bunch of people coming back through and checking out the replay of it. I know that I'm going to work extra hard to share this out on all my platforms multiple times through the balance of this year so that more people can find out about you. And Sunday night, I think we're going to have a packed house in to sit down with paging Mr. Morrow in the hot seat, and I will make sure that we're talking a little bit about Detour to Neverland as well that night, just so that more people can come back and find you guys out. So, again, social media, let me throw up their channel one real quick before I close out tonight. Detour to Neverland. Gotta love the logo. So cool. Incredible podcasters. You can find them again on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, and Stitcher. You will not be disappointed in that. I'm going to thank you personally tonight and say I really appreciate, again, you guys being here, working through it, taking the time out of your schedule. They are Orlandonians. You can look for them in the park. I guarantee you, if you walk up to Brandon and say, here's a Funko Pop, he'll stop and talk.
That's all it takes.
That got a smile. I scared him earlier when I wanted to give him away. That got the smile. So I'm going to go ahead and close out here. You guys are welcome to hang out if you'd like, and we can chat for a few minutes at the end of the night. So let's get rolling with the end of the show. Once again, real quick, I want to congratulate and thank all of our veterans that are out there, both the soldier himself and the family. Both of them serve. We appreciate that. Again, our lone sponsor for our show, After Ego Beer, with their spokesman, Zippity Doodad. It's what's called, when you can't say a beverage correctly, it's Zippity Doodad with After Ego Beer. We love Zippity Doodad. Hey, in all seriousness, here's something you got to check out. Steve's World just did a Remembering Legends vlog. It is incredible. It is one of the best pieces of work I've ever seen on YouTube. I was touched by it. Love in Disworld says, hey, I'm number 60 following our guest tonight. Well, thank you for following Detour Neverland. Steve's thing, it's incredible. If you have not gone over to Steve's channel and checked out his Remembering Legends vlog, you are totally missing out. I'm telling you, all serious, no joking for 30 seconds. You got to go check this out. It's incredible. I'm going to be live this coming Tuesday with that Panda Maniac. Pandemonium? He calls it something. I'm going to be live with Big Fat Panda on his channel. I welcome you guys to all come over and hang out with me. I'm going to be talking about our community a lot, everything that we have going in it. Going to be talking about my journey. He's got questions about, my medical challenge, and we're going to sit down with John and talk with him. The Big Fat Panda, I can't wait. He's a big, big player in our Disney community. On the 27th of November, I'm going to be live on Christie's Corner Show. It's the spilling the tea, spitting the tea, throwing tea on somebody. Mr. T may be there. I'm not sure, but to me it's the ladies' version of This and That, what comes up at top of the hour, 9 o'clock. So it's exciting, and I'm looking forward to being there. November 27th. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. I don't have a picture for it yet because I just got asked about it last night. But the 21st of the month, I'm going to be on Meg's channel for a special Mickey's Magic Show. Here's what I'm excited about. Pixar nomination night, November 25th. Every person that was nominated, I've got over 150 plus nominations, people and or channels that were nominated. Were you nominated? Are you curious? You got to tune in November 25th. Join us. It's going to be the nomination announcement show. I cannot wait to tell everybody, hey, you were recognized in the community. You got to come join us that night. Donna Jaworski. Everybody knows I love Donna. She can cook much better than I can. November 29th, she's got her Give Kids the World fundraiser. I'm encouraging everybody to check her out. Donna goes every other week on Sunday. She's amazing. And I better get cookies. I just said amazing. Now I owe Corey 15 cents. Corey, I apologize for saying your word. I'm sorry.
Amazing.
Yes, I know, Corey. It's the word. I'm sorry. I apologize for saying it. But Donna will have her big cooking show and her event for Give Kids the World. Please go check it out. Doing a tie-in with my good friend Love in Disworld and the entire Disney community. There's going to be over 50 plus Disney Channel people, creators, all kind of things involved with the Night Before Christmas reading. That will be on December 20th, right here on my show. We will be all monetization will be turned off that night as we offer up opportunities for people to give back to charity and make any donations they like. It is free of charge. It is the Night Before Christmas reading. You are going to be shocked when you see some of the people that I've got lined up for this event. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you put it on it's posted now. You guys can go hit reminders on it if you like. Magic of the Mouse Radio, we are now simulcast on them. They are on the internet. It's great. It's Disney music from the parks. He does a great job with it. He's also got many Disney creators on there that he's bringing on to his show. You never know. You might hear a detour on that channel at some point. Could be interesting. I'm trying to pull that off and get that done for them. Magic of the Mouse Radio, you got to go check it out. Magic of the Mouse Radio on your internet channel. LBV, I talk about them every week. They're hashtag not a sponsor, just a friend. I love Maria and Chris. They do a great job with their shirts. There's the lovely Maria with Tigger. It's Tigger time on that shirt. So check them out. Lake Borna Visitors on Etsy. They do a great job We encourage everybody to go over and check them out. We thank the amazing Pearl. I did it again. I got to owe Tori 20 cents. The amazing 25. Christmas with Pearl Manhattan. This is an incredible, incredible opportunity. Pearl is an amazing musician. I don't care how much I have to pay Corey. She is donating her time and her energies. She has got the official music for our night before Christmas event. Please go check out Pearl Manhattan. If you're looking for something to download for Christmas music, just incredible. Absolutely incredible. You're not going to miss it. Coming up here, some big events on our channel. We are going to have Authors Week, the first week of January. Positively Disney will be on our channel. Kimberly Bouchard will be here to talk about all of her books that she's written. I'm excited about her. She's very proficient in the Disney community. And Michael Corey will be here, the ghost of Walt Disney and me. He's got a couple books out there. He actually knew Lillian Disney very well, and he will be on our show. That's the first week of January. I can't wait for that. It's the race to 100K. We're acknowledging those that are close to 100,000. I got so far to go to get there. I can't even see the finish line. But Mickey and his pals can see it for these channels. And if you're not subscribed to them, please go check them out. I guarantee you're going to be interested. The Big Fat Panda, 98,000 plus. He's on the doorstep of hitting that number. Prince Charming Dev, 98,000 plus. He's almost to the finish line, hoping that we can help to get him over. Just under 90,000 Provost Park Pass. We're going to highlight 3 to 4 channels until they get there, and then we will change them out for new people in the community. Congratulations time. Let's thank and congratulate some creators in the community for this week here. Again, hit that like button. It lets our guests and YouTube know we were doing a good job tonight, even though YouTube was, choking on their cookies. But that's a good thing. Lou and Jay, congratulations. 55,000 views, 55K. That's very strong. Very nice job. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Christie's Corner, 100,000. 100,000 views. Congratulations, Christy. We're excited for you. My Disney World Fix, 100,000 views. The guy got engaged. I'm pretty sure they gave him the castle. He's had a lot of stuff going on. We congratulate Aaron. It's pretty awesome. Mouse Talk, 500,000. 500,000 views. Just 500,000 people have watched Mouse Talk. That's incredible. That is more people watching Mouse Talk than actually watch his football team, the Rams. So I'm excited for Mouse Talk. 500,000 views. That's amazing. Great job. Corey, I owe you 30 cents. 100 subscribers to Loving Disworld. He's a great partner. He's an incredible new member to the community that's really doing a lot of the right things. We're excited for him. 100 subscribers over there. Dad Got Parks, 1,000 subscribers. And he helped me with the badges that you see on there, those coins that are the badge locations. 1,000 subscribers recognized by YouTube. Congratulations for hitting your 4-digit number. And Josh Goes to Disney just did it recently. We're excited for Josh Goes to Disney. He's going to be a guest on our show coming up in the future. We look forward to sitting and talking with Josh and finishing up, almost finishing up. Got 2 more recognitions. Vacation Exploration, 2,000 subscribers. I hope to get that big someday. I'm working hard to get there. If you're enjoying what you're watching tonight, hit that subscribe button and the alert so you know when I go live telling you about all this incredible Disney creators that we have. Recognition for Magical News Live. Yeah, this kid is a young prodigy. 9,000 subscribers on his channel. 9,001, I guess. Caitlin Make It Blue was number 1. She was 9,001, I think, on his channel. Congratulations, Nick. But he needs to be recognized. I know this says 10,000 was the goal. He just did a big thing for VB Birthmarks, and he raised actually over $13,000 for VB Birthmarks. How you can be a young teenager wanting to give back so much says a lot for this kid, how he was raised, and his ethics. He goes. Finishing up the night, Magic Mail, real quick, just to shoot through and say a couple thank yous. That's Sprinkles Cupcakes. Yes, I got them. Could I use more? Absolutely. Would I love Disney cupcakes? Absolutely. But you know what? Diz Our Dream didn't do it. It was our good friends Jersey Mike and Happy Hopper helping us out, taking care of us. We really appreciate you guys sending us sprinkles to our home. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I had one this afternoon. They're almost gone. They went quick. Diz Our Dream, he sent us a nice little note that he grabbed me something from Crop and Shop. Unfortunately, he stuffed the box with empty cupcake wrappers, but they did give me a really cool shirt. I love that Grumpy's Fruitcake shirt. I wore it Sunday night on the show. One of my favorite shirts in my mix right now. Jesus! He's in the house. I'm not cussing. He's in the house. Along with One Stop Mouse. Jesus and One Stop Mouse. It's your modern day version of Abbott and Costello. They're in the house. So the fruitcake shirt, I absolutely love it. Casey Bryan, he's a buddy. We appreciate him. Sent me a nice little note, handwritten note about the book, which I truly appreciated. This is the book I referenced earlier tonight. It's the quotable Walt Disney. It all started by a mouse. This is a great book. I've been taking some time to read through that as I sit here in the office and listen to some of my great curators. Karen Cook sent us a little thank you note. Just wanted to say thank you to Karen. Again, she sent a handwritten note, sent Preston some things for Halloween since we couldn't get out there with doing any of the Halloween stuff. So, Karen, you're unbelievable. We appreciate you. And the incredible Mar in Memphis, who's always sending us a little bit of something. I think she knew Elvis. I'm not sure. We're pretty sure of it. She sent us a little Halloween card for Preston. Again, I love it when our followers take care of Preston and make him so happy. So we appreciate that. This and that, those guys are coming up here at 9 o'clock, top of the hour. Steve sent me a little note on a postcard to Preston and I. He sent us all the buttons. We are collecting buttons from Disney creators and putting them into a case behind us. We're working on fixing that so the buttons will stand out. So as people are watching our show, they will see the buttons of our creators. So thank you to Steve for sending me all the this and that. I asked Zip. I called Zip up. I said, hey, can you do me a favor and send me the buttons? And all he could say was,
Pickle Latrusky loves Disney.
I didn't want to hear about Pickle Latrusky loving Disney. I wanted a button, Zip. You couldn't help me out. It was ridiculous. Muppets. We recognize a Muppet each week. I'm still going to recognize Louis this week. Louis carry on for our military recognition. Our big show is coming up here very shortly. And just all the Muppets that went into our what is kind of like our legacy of honor for our community, they each were inducted with a number. You can see everybody has their own number that will be forever affiliated with them. It's up there on the screen. That is your first, 12 there. And then we had the back end of it. All those people are Muppets in our community. They've been recognized for being special, for their support. We'll talk more about that on the big show. And I call it the big show because it is December 13th. It's the night I interview Big Fat Panda on my channel at 8 o'clock. And then we're going to do this at 5. We're going to recognize another group with the Pixar Badge of Honor. Were you recognized? Tune in the day before Thanksgiving and find out if you got a nomination. And then the actual awards will be presented on December the 13th. Again, I thank the supporting channels. I'm not going to run through them there. You can see them on your screen. Those are the channels that came together and said, I want to be a part of this. I want to tell people, hey, we appreciate you. We love you. We really need you to keep this community running. So we are excited about that. Finishing up here 1 week from tonight, in-house, for Love of the Mouse. I can't wait to sit this couple down and have a little bit of fun with them. What you see on their faces, what you're going to get. It's going to be a lot of laughs. Next week, for the Love of the Mouse, they're coming to my house. I cannot wait for that. This coming Sunday, paging Mr. Morrow, paging everybody and letting you know, Nate, the man with the great hat game, he's going to be in the hot seat Sunday night. You do not want to miss this show. Trust me, I am telling you, it's going to be laugh out loud funny. 1 week from Sunday, Provost Park Pass, 90,000 plus. They cover California and Florida. Chris and Amanda will be sitting down in the hot seat. How many people want me to ask them a whoopee question? I guarantee you, if I put the raise your hand in the chat right now, I would get a bunch. But we'll see what happens that night as we sit down. Sunday nights, we tell everybody to check out these channels. They're incredible. We love them out there. Don't With Dad, Kenzie Days, Disney Dan, Bob and Ashley, and every other Sunday, which she's on this Sunday. That is Donna Jaworski. Monday nights, it's Steve's World, Triple P, Mickey's Magic Meg. We love them. Encourage you to check out their content. They're fantastic. Tuesdays are loaded. Zippity Doodad, Lake Border Visitors, the Via Pre Project, Brandy and Dave, who were in the chat tonight, and more Sunshine, Please, Jim. All great concept creators on Tuesday nights. Wednesdays, Magical News Live usually goes on Wednesdays. He didn't tonight. He's actually going tomorrow night. He and Mouse Talk will both be live tomorrow from the parks. 2 different parks. You can check out both of them. Have 2 screens running. It's great to do. This and that, they go in 56 minutes. Who knows what chicanery we'll be going over there tonight. I guarantee you Shep will have some type of sound effect that he'll be going. I don't think they're as good as mine, but he's Shep, and I don't mess with Shep. So, again, on Thursdays, it's a double dose of Corey, Living in Diz, and Meets World. They go on Thursday nights. Do a great job. Lynn, she'll make you a beverage. Go over to her channel. The Lynn Project late on Thursday nights. And, of course, we do our NFL watch party on Thursday nights. We encourage all of our Disney friends to check out the Disney creators and come out and hang out with us and talk a little bit of football. Friday Night Live, it's Rob Fuzz. He didn't come in tonight, so I didn't have to play that doggone horn, thank God. Resort TV 1, Friday Night Live. It's always an incredible venture with Resort TV 1. We appreciate them. The week finishes out on Saturdays with Disney World Freak. I still haven't changed that logo. I got to do that. I keep telling myself to do that. Somebody send me a reminder. Mouse Talk, we appreciate you. He goes live on Saturdays and from the park. The Shep Family and Diz Our Dream also on Saturdays. It closes out your weekend. And for those big creators that are around that do a lot that you may not know about if you don't follow them because they don't have a set schedule, Myers and the Mouse, the WDW couple, Panda, Provost, Dev, Jackie Super Enthused, Paige Miss Tomorrow, and the incomparable That Crazy Disney Lady, who I think is still live right now if YouTube's actually working. So go check those guys out over there. Ladies and gentlemen, we finish it out each week saying, hey, one more quick reminder. Go check out our guests tonight. They were fantastic, true professionals. You go over there and watch them. You're going to love them. They're right there. It's Detour to Neverland. They don't have 46 subscribers. They now have 61, thanks to you guys. We appreciate you checking them out and helping them out tonight. I am so grateful. So, as we finish up each time, I bring my guests back on as we say goodbye right here tonight. I thank Brandon and Katherine. It's okay, I surprised you. We thank them for being here with us tonight. We're so humbled that they joined us here. As I tell everybody, if you're a creator out there, please continue to whistle while you work. If you're a consumer out there, we love you and need you just as much. Please continue to go to your favorite channels. Actually, subscribe if you like them. It helps out them tell YouTube they're doing a good job and hopefully find more people to find them. It's free. If you're enjoying their show, hit the like button for them. Say thank you. Hey, I appreciate what you're doing. It's free. If you go in, you find one you don't like, you can be the thumbs down guy. I've done it before. Not going to lie. I think we all have. You find something, you're like, oh, that's just atrocious. And it happens. You let somebody know, hey, you're doing. Cricket Fox says, check your DM on Twitter. I will do that as soon as I'm done, Cricket. So if you hit that like button, let them know that they're doing a good job. We greatly appreciate it. And if you really like your content creator, do me a favor, share them out. It doesn't cost anything. It helps them. If you like them and enjoy them like I do, I share out all these people that do my show because I enjoy their content and I want more people to follow it. So please, you consumers out there, the consumers out there that are just consumers and not creators, we love you. We need you. You're incredibly important. And please continue to find your happily ever after right here in the Disney YouTube and podcasting community. We would appreciate it. As we always finish it out, we say, hey, don't be alone. Don't be by yourself. Just be Goofy, Donald, or Mickey. Brandon, Katherine, I thank you for being here tonight. Hey, Mickey, let's take us home tonight since YouTube can't seem to figure it out. Can you do that for us? Let's see. I got to get pressing a...
Thanks, Musketeers, for joining the party. We'll be looking for you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye.